Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Plays Games. We're back with Detective Grimoire, and I've already played Chapter 2, but I don't know what happened with my recording. I had the voiceover, but not the footage, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm ending up repeating some things that I missed in Part 1, because I have a different save file. But let's get going anyway. Hi again.
I have something for you.
Do you?
Another gift already.
Where are you keeping all
You
this
don't even
stuff?
have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
Oh, a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on that office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Ah, yes.
Hi, Harper.
I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At your service. Well, kind of. You're a suspect, too.
Of course.
Do you want to put
Feel
the knife
free
down,
to be as
dude?
suspicious
And also,
as you
why
like.
is your chef's hat
I
part
won't
of
be
your
offended.
head?
You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits.
Oh, so maybe
But
there are other games.
I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
Really? The murder case?
You mean this murder case? I'm sure I can handle it.
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
Okay.
So, you sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
What's
what
mine?
are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp.
Why not?
I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as
Like
long
when
as
you've
I
stabbed
have.
a bitch? Because
Well,
you've
how
got
long is
red on
that?
your thingy.
I've worked in a swamp
Here.
almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really?
Why do you
So
sound
what was
like the
his
Count
favorite
from
food?
Sesame Street?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He ate
Ooh.
one nearly every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's
It's
green!
cinnamon. But I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Because somebody
Yesterday
died?
I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks for the information. You've been a real big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog.
Okay.
Swamp juice.
Ooh.
Try it.
Is that
It looks like...
also poisoned?
It looks...
I'm gonna take that straight to that lady.
Well, I'll try some later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
Let's have a look. So, Richie Remington left the cafe after Harper sold him a bog dog.
Richard
Correct.
Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Harper sold him a bog dog. Harper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
Yep. Okay.
You're going to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to.
Probably waving your knife
Were
around.
you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening. And I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton staff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff?
This would be kind of
Well,
cool.
that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
Okay.
Someone made a costume to look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. but I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in the trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet.
Alright, challenge for you, my friends.
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
The green poison?
A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
Well,
The
that guy
storeroom
has
was
the
broken into
lockpick,
with a
right?
lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Probably, dude. Okay, popular drink sold at the cafe in Boggy's Bog has the appearance of strange liquid slime. Harper says a lot of swamp juice has disappeared from the stocks recently. Right.
There's a little locked door on the side of the ship here. I think it's part of the cafe.
Okie dokie, let's... oh no, that's from the treehouse, isn't it? Hi!
It's a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look.
Are you not wearing shoes, ma'am?
Boggy dolls, boggy toys, boggy postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad. What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all.
What is?
It's some kind of roughly made costume head, I think. There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside.
Oh, is that the
Two
curtains?
clues for the price of one, I guess.
Because the curtains were ripped and they were red. Amazing.
A Boggy's Bog mug. Maybe I'll get one and surprise Officer James for Christmas.
Maybe you will. Okay, headpiece from a homemade boggy costume found hidden amongst the boggy hats in the gift shop has an unusual lining with a red swirly pattern. The red lining was a piece ripped for some curtains. There you go, the curtains. Okay, oh, yeah, you, sorry, let's talk to you.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
Oh, no, I only just arrived.
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your hat I saw blowing through here.
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kinda dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
Alright.
I didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of
I
beautiful?
mean, does it smell bad?
You would say that. You only
Like,
just
because
got
this would be
here.
a cool place to work unless
Look
it
at
smells
it.
bad.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
Dude, I work with kids. I have to take spare clothes all the time. What are you doing last
When
night?
you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening. Same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No,
Where
I
else
put it
is
in
it
my
gonna
pocket.
go?
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels, and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight. Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here? By the gift shop?
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning.
Except for your
Kind
black
of.
leggings by any
Kind
chance?
of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings
There
were
you
covered
go,
in some
part of the
disgusting
costume.
swamp slime when I
Now I
found them
want
in
to play
the bag
Costume
this
Quest.
morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
I absolutely do.
Pair of Sally's black leggings. Sally says someone played a joke on her since they are covered in strange liquid slime. Sally left these leggings in her bag and left that bag in the swamp last night. Okay.
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You'd never see me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Well,
I don't
you're
think that's
right.
how detecting
I always
works.
wear these.
Oh shit, sorry. You want this photo?
This was taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
Yes, I think so.
The water is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo. It's a nice shot, actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course. A reflection in the water.
Okay, whatever. Let's go. Okay, is there anywhere I haven't explored yet? Just got the key to the office, but we've got quite a few things with goop on them. So let's go see this lady. Oh,
I found
boggy
these
costume.
designs for a boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
Yes.
No.
That's exactly
but
it.
That's a good reason. Let's go with that.
Well, these designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the
know
swamp
anything about
years
the
ago,
curtains, then?
I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it. Most likely he threw it away. A pointless gift from some strange woman.
That's sad. Can you have a look at these curtains, please?
You can put that away. I can't help you with it.
Oh, but you're a seamstress. Okay, I have a lot of shit covered in goop. Here's some swamp
Let's
juice.
see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cup, then tap
Yes,
the
and
faucet.
tap the faucet. I know. I don't know whether I've done this in part 1, but I've done this so many times in part 2
And now-
that I know to match the colours to the ingredients, tap the faucet, yada yada. Oh, in you go. Blah blah blah. It's the same.
Got it.
Wonderful.
Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Wonderful. Right, more stuff covered in goop. Gloves.
Let's see. First thing we do is
Yep,
tap.
yep. In. Tap the faucet.
And now
Yep, match the colour. Berries, flour, got it. Let's go.
got it. Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. That looks pretty.
Yes, it is similar to last time because it's the same thing. Black leggings.
Let's see. First thing, then
Yes, liquid, cauldron, faucet, tap, got it.
and now we
Colour, yep. In, goop.
got it. Now I know what that. I'll write it down. This was the.
Yep, same liquid. Okay. Right, so you were here 60 years ago.
This is
so
a 60-year-old
here's
journal.
The journal.
It was on display in a museum.
I know what it is.
I thought you might. I'm supposed to look to the past, right?
Okay. So, Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when... the swamp creature was
Lady
discovered by
Weybridge
the...
was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
Correct. Let's challenge you to that.
I've been looking into the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today, when you barged into my house. Remember?
You were the...
Ooh. Hang on. Ah, shit. That was a mistake.
Let's think...
That... My
I've
mouse
been
is
looking into
super,
the
super sensitive.
Oh, really? Did you find...
Yeah.
You found me,
I hope I'm
When
fucked up
you-
my game doing that now.
remember?
Right. This
You were
one.
already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
There's a page missing from the journal. I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal? Or what, that I stole it?
I
Show me the
really have
picture.
no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind.
It doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs here, with me.
Can I have it though?
You understand?
Please.
What if I promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then... I'll show it to you.
Oh,
Is this you?
pretty.
He drew you into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
I think there's something on the back. What's this? Footprints.
The lost page ripped out of the explorer's journal, given to Weybridge by the explorer 60 years ago, features a drawing of Lady Weybridge at 20 years old. Wait, she's 80? She does not look 80. Aside from the bogies, she does not look 80. Also features drawings of Boggy's feet and footprints. He has 2 toes on the front and 1 on the back. The page provides the footprints found outside the office were not made by the real Boggy. Okie dokie. Do I have anything I need for you? Here, have a picture.
No, thank you.
Alright, fine. Right, so I can go... Let's go show it to that dude at the museum. Hi. Boggy
I found these
costume.
designs for a Boggy costume.
Oh, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No, I believe the murderer was dressed like this last night when they attacked Remington.
If they were trying to scare him out of the swamp, they should have spent more time making an accurate design.
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
So tell me, Special Agent Folder, how would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been
Yeah, he's
recorded?
got you there.
Oh, well, that's... it's all a matter of taking the time to... It's just that... But there's no way anyone would believe... Nothing but foolishness.
Okay, do you want to see this missing page? You'll probably
Is
cream your
that the
jeans
missing
over
page
it.
of the journal?
I think so.
It's an important artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
You don't have a hat at all. I don't know. Here, have this picture.
Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on.
Okay.
I found these designs for a boggy
Oh,
costume.
crap.
Oh, some ridiculous.
Nope.
If they were, they should. Well, it's
What's wrong?
well, nothing but nobody. No foot.
So, how would...
Oh well, you know. I mean, it's all a matter.
Oh, I can press back. Cool. Right. So we've got the key to the office.
What's this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here in the water. I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
Tap that button. It looks like a seam ripper rather than a lockpick, but there you go. 3.
That's the one, but I wonder where this lockpick came from.
Lockpick discarded near the entrance to Remington's office, covered in a strange liquid slime, most likely used by the murderer to break into Remington's office. Fold said this was his lockpick, but he lost it a while ago and had to buy a new one. Okay. Can we go in now?
Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped. This door has 2 keyholes. So, which key should I use in each one?
This one and this one. Because I'm a genius.
Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about Boggy. He was obsessed. An ink bottle spilled into his work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings.
Perhaps
It's a
there
letter
is.
Remington was writing, before something caused him to spill his ink bottle. My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close, all due to the simple realization, the rest is obscured. What a tease.
Okay, let's move you and you and you and you.
Vincent Vanderpeer's business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back.
Okay, we'll
It's
go talk
a
to him.
note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF.
FF. Do we have any FFs here? Folder? Maybe folder?
And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect.
Lovely.
The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea.
Yeah, this whole game is a mystery, babe. Some
Photos and paintings line the wall above the
Scooby-Doo
fireplace.
shit.
But one of the frames is empty. Wait a second. What are these pieces
It's
on the
something we have to
floor underneath
reconstruct.
it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece maybe...
Yes. We know. We've been here already. I mean, I know you guys haven't seen me be here already, but we've been here already. And then this one, and this one, and that one goes on the end, and then this one, and here. Come on. That one there. Whoops. And here. Lovely.
This photograph. It's a young Remington, and then some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
Sure. First Order of the Cryptozoological Hunters, Headquarters 1963. A group photo of a hunting club. A younger Remington stands amongst friends. They're all holding rifles. Lovely.
An old hunting rifle, discarded carelessly near the window. This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore.
Old-fashioned hunting rifle and found discarded on the floor in Remington's office. Correct.
The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off.
And stuffed inside a boggy head.
I don't know what's in that jar, and I wish it wasn't in there. I'm gonna stop looking at it now.
Alright, this?
These animals... They're all... They're not... I don't recognize any of them.
Really? Okay, yes, no, but that's some sort of deer. That looks like a werewolf. That's a lion. That's a cyclops jackal or something. And that's some sort of bison. So, like, yes, you can recognize some of them.
It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows. Something about those 3 prongs.
Gave that guy a good stabbing?
I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly important
Yeah, that's called the
piece of
murder
evidence.
weapon, babe. The fireplace poker hidden in Remington's office has 3 small prongs on the end. There's a small amount of dried blood on the tips of the prongs, covered in a strange liquid slime. The 3 prongs match up with Remington's wounds. Could this be the murder weapon? Absolutely.
Have I uncovered a secret in here?
Was a ghost. Sally's face was a ghost. Right, so the hunting photo and Richard Remington, please.
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story.
Probably.
If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of
Oh,
questions.
I thought you were going to say
I
killing
should ask
myself.
around, see if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
Alright, there we go. That is chapter 2 redone. That was shorter than the last time I did it, so I don't know what took me longer last time. But anyway, yeah, we're going to head straight into chapter 3 in the next episode. So I'll speak to you soon, and thanks for watching.